Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, group chat.
Cash.
It's $1 trillion. Hot.
All right, we're live.
We are live.
Shout out to freaking superstar quarterback Kathy.
Wow.
No, he's Kyle.
Oh yeah, Kyle. Superstar quarterback Kyle. You're right. Sorry for disrespecting. Shout out to him, man. Fresh off of a group chat appearance.
Yep.
A fresh box of Kyle merch, and a big win
On the road in Houston.
So what happened? I didn't watch the game. How did it go? Did he win? Like, was
It's
it
a football
blowout?
game.
Okay, so there's a ball.
Yeah.
This ball.
And this is the one with the goals, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, so Kyle goes on the road, goes to Houston, tough environment against a Sean Watson, superstar quarterback,
Yeah.
and he pulls out the victory.
I know, and especially at the end.
He made some clutch
huge
throws.
plays.
Yeah.
Is that 2 or 3?
So he's 3-0 as a starter because he won the last game of last season, and then now he's won the last 2. And then just an update for Kathy's and Kyle's out there. He's home for Jacksonville, on the road in Tampa. They actually just beat the Rams, which maybe they're better than everyone thought.
Yeah.
But then it's a bye week, San Francisco. So Kyle could easily win the next 2, and we may have to go to San Francisco in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
What if it's bye-bye Cam?
Yeah.
Move over, Cam. Kyle's coming in hot.
Like, real hot.
Jeez.
We need a selfie with the merch.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah, he'll do it. Just send him a Series 5 watch.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what
I wanted to put the merch up for sale.
Yeah.
And all profits go to getting Kyle a Series 5 watch.
Yeah, that seems fair.
We've gotten some requests for the shirt
For the Kyle
that he
shirt?
posted, yeah.
Well, especially because you're, so anti-lines.
Yeah.
It'd be good. So let him skip the line. And
We
we'll just
must
send him a
help
watch.
millionaires get things easier.
In 2019, no one's really talking about white male millionaires.
No, tall
Anymore.
white male millionaires.
Yeah, and it's not fair.
Yeah. They need to get some advantages too.
We're here to fight for that.
Yes.
Okay, well, good job, Kyle, man.
Yeah, it's
we're
exciting.
excited to see the show play out. He's balling.
Yeah, that's a win for all of us.
Yeah.
Also, I want to give a quick shout out to Praying for Exits, the Instagram page Praying for Exits, which, first of all, if you listen to this show, you will love that page.
It is our show in memes.
Yes, 100%. And whoever does it, I was trying to guess with my friend last night who it is, what type of person runs that page.
A very smart person.
Definitely smart, but I'm just saying, are they in the business and they're low key? Are they low level? We don't know.
Yeah, it's
Because
just
that's a risky,
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a writer because they're pretty clever and smart.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Okay,
And-
well, shout out to them because we talked about their post on Friday's episode, and they posted us in their story and said, "Sick podcast, thanks for the shout out."
Yeah,
So,
it's a great Instagram account.
Yeah.
I have another shout out
go ahead.
to the Jews.
In general,
Yeah, Happy New Year.
we got Taylor over
Wow,
on
you're
it.
working on a holiday.
Yeah, on the high holidays, huh?
Look at that. We got newsletter Taylor
Happy Rosh
with
Hashanah.
a hot mic. Okay, shout out to the. Can you say the Jews?
We can. We have so many Jewish friends. We
Yeah.
can say whatever.
But isn't
we
that
want.
like when people say kind of questionable
Maybe
shit,
you
and
feel that way because you're from Ohio?
You can't say it.
I'm
Yeah.
closer to Jewish than you guys are.
You guys
No.
hate them.
Who? White people?
Our entire life is around Jewish people.
I mean, we live in LA. It's a freaking holiday this week. Like,
Hey, I'm just
Traffic's going to be light.
yeah.
So Kathy's and Kyle's in LA. You're going to have a smooth commute tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Cohens are staying home.
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay.
That's more racist than the Jews.
That's a fact. Come on. That's a fact. Okay, whatever. I guess we're just tiptoeing the line this episode.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready to get in some news?
Yeah. Let's do
Let's start with a little bit of technology business news. Mm-hmm. First things first, this Farfetch Off-White situation. Mm-hmm. So we talked about how Farfetch purchased the New Guards Group for $600 and something million last month. Part of the reason why that deal was so relevant in our world was because New Guards controls Off-White,
Yep.
as well as Heron Preston and a lot of Palm Angels, a lot of other brands that are big in this luxury streetwear world. So there was, I think, all these questions of well, what's going to happen? Does Farfetch technically own Virgil now? Does this? Does that? So there was a lot of questions. A little bit more details about that are coming out. It looks like yes and no. So it looks like Off-White has a deal with New Guards that lasts until 2035.
Well, it runs out in 2026, and there's an
But there's
option.
like an option at 2026.
Virgil has the option, though.
At 2026.
Yes. So
But
they
the
do,
actual deal is slated till 2035?
yes.
Got it. So it's up to him.
So it's ultimately up to him. Look, I think, I'll be honest, I was a very big believer in Virgil and Off-White long term. I've always been, because I thought he is the new guard, no
Nice.
pun intended.
Good. Yep. Seems a little far-fetched.
Ah,
All
wow.
these puns.
Praying for puns.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. Okay.
But here's the challenge. Virgil just kind of ghosting on Paris Fashion Week and like kind of absent.
Oh, he bailed on the whole thing. Oh, because
Yeah,
he's,
'cause-
Yeah, he's on a medical leave.
he's tired.
Yeah. So, I mean, it just leaves an opening, right? Like as
Yeah,
soon
but-
as because he came up in the digital age,
Yeah.
and in the digital age, whoever's in front of you is hot.
Yeah.
He was at Coachella. He was like, I felt like this past spring was peak Virgil.
Yeah.
The shoe, the music, the clothing, the collaborations. I mean, he must have dropped 20 collaborations this year, right? Evian, Chrome Hearts, everywhere you looked, you just, the museum, IKEA. And now he takes a break.
Yeah.
We know you can't take a break in today's age. You just disappear once you take a break. And I just think that it is just so risky because the brand is completely reliant on him. I think Off-White has the potential to live beyond Virgil.
I don't.
It just doesn't have it today. I definitely don't think it has it today.
I don't think it's even
Off-White
close.
inline is terrible.
It's like, sure, like Nike could survive without Michael Jordan playing basketball because Nike was built in the 90s and had, so much.
Well, Jordan
brand
lived beyond Jordan.
But
Sure.
just curious, other than people wearing the hoodies with the stripes and the Off-White on it, like Off-White's actual inline product, how often do you see that? Never.
That's his shoes.
There's an old saying
Sure.
in politics that resonates across all industries. What have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
So the moment you're gone, it's
So-
just sad.
So
Like,
Farfetch is a donut because the stock's getting hammered to the ground, and then they paid $650 million for one brand, and
Yeah.
the guy who is that
Took a
brand
break.
took a break.
Took a break. I mean, I will say they had to be so pissed about that perfectly timed break.
I mean, jeez.
But I don't know. I will say this. I think that Virgil might be like borderline too big to fail in fashion.
I don't think so anymore.
I wonder.
I mean, I've even heard everyone's in Paris right now.
Yeah, the people are at a show.
People at a show, but like people weren't talking about
he's too big.
Virgil.
But if Virgil did something tomorrow, everyone would be there.
I know,
Whatever,
but-
2 months from now.
Sure.
It's like how we would always talk about Bieber. Anand and I would always talk about Bieber, and we talk about could he come back at any time, put out a hot record, and be
Bieber
hotter than him.
can't. Bieber's the biggest thing since Michael Jackson.
Virgil's the Bieber of fashion. What's the bigger thing that you've ever seen? It's mind-blowingly big.
I agree. I just think that like he's a relatively young guy. He's 39 years old, and he's taking a break already.
I think he was worried he was overexposing himself, honestly. I think this is a strategic move.
Really?
I do. I don't think he's that tie-tie. I think if you're tie-tie, you can cut down on certain things. I think a hard stop is like, I'm doing too much. I need to chill out. Also, just keep in mind, the moment he drops something, even if it's a year from now, all of the biggest influencers in the world, meaning Travis Scott, those people are gonna support his shit.
I think he has 1 year to figure it out.
yeah.
yeah, a year, that's fine. Longer than a
max.
year. A year is like
I do agree
10
he was
years
he was overexposed.
Yeah.
Too many collaborations, too many things. If he was just DJing 14 nights a week and running Off-White and Louis,
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
But like I agree. I think he was doing too much. If that's the strategy and you're saying in 3 months he's back at Paris Fashion Week and like everything's hunky dory.
Yeah. I think, but whatever. The point is, that's what I think, but unfortunate for Farfetch. And Farfetch has to be shitting their pants
They're
because
just like we bought
they were so hyped.
Yeah,
you
they're like we
know?
bought the hottest company in fashion.
And the dude steps out.
And the
for a
guy
minute.
takes a break.
Oh my gosh.
If
But
I
that
was a CEO,
interesting.
pardon?
It was interesting that it looked like in the deal that New Guards doesn't actually like own Off-White. They have some sort of limited
It's a license.
That's wild too.
Yeah. That's why the 2026 needs to come as slow as possible for Farfetch.
And Farfetch has to do whatever it takes to just keep him happy.
Yeah, you just got to give him. If you pay him enough money, he's not going to go take it anywhere.
He'll wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Don't
But I do
wake
think
me
I still
up
think the
when-
money is Virgil, not necessarily Off-White. I mean, look what happened to like Ben Trill and right. I mean, remember
Yeah.
when Ben Trill was the hottest thing in
Yeah.
PacSun and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and that was all Virgil. He moves on. It is completely dead.
Yeah.
I don't know the inner politics of that, but if he moves on, that's dead.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I agree.
Okay, you ready to move on
Mm-hmm.
ourselves? Let's talk about. I want to ask you guys. Facebook and Amazon. It looks like both just sort of unveiled, like computer glasses.
Unveiled.
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 Unveiled. Fuck you both, man. They unveiled some computer glasses. What's going on here? Because are these like Google glasses? Those things sucked, right?
Yeah, they did, but I think the concept of wearables and augmented reality and how visual is going to play into the whole kind of spectrum is finally coming to fruition. The problem is that Facebook bought Oculus and they were playing with these like expensive goggles for gaming, and then they launched Portal, and then Facebook went through all these privacy issues, and I don't think anyone trusts Facebook to buy that hardware. Amazon quietly introduced, hey, here's this quiet little thing in your house that, you can order toilet paper, and, you want to play, you want to know the
Her
weather.
name is Alexa.
Yes, and now they introduced the Alexa earbuds, and now they're doing it in, to me, a much smarter way. When you're introducing revolutionary technology, they already know what Amazon knows what the future looks like. Google knows what the future looks like, and so does Facebook. The challenge is how you get people comfortable with the technology. So, like when they bought Ring, they were like, everyone's like, oh, they just bought a little camera on people's door.
No, they bought an interconnected home device that gets you more integrated into your entire life.
Yes, and then
That's what
eventually,
they did.
and eventually, you want Amazon to just come into your house and drop the package off so it doesn't get stolen. And the Ring guy has the password to, it's just like they are doing it in a very thoughtful way. And like to me, what they did with Alexa is just like, here is a non-threatening device that just everyone in America wants, because you can just say, hey, Alexa, play Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And play Wheels on the Bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you're like, I love this device. And next thing you know you're ordering product, and Amazon is banking on a smart home. Because a smart home, like one of the things that they're trying to get dialed is like, so when you're low on things, your battery in your Ring device is low, you need to reorder it. Your batteries like a category that they really want to nail, but they started that whole Dash thing where the idea is easy, quick replenishment of your core items in your house. So they're going to figure that out with technology. And I just think that Amazon, even Jeff Bezos last week was saying they are spending a lot of time with lobbyists on facial recognition laws.
Yeah.
Because they know that's going to be a big part of their business, is how they're going to integrate into Alexa facial recognition. I don't know. I just think that if you're going to introduce like groundbreaking technology, I like how they're doing it piecemeal.
Well,
don't just drop the most.
No, but I think a separate issue is Facebook has probably the biggest brand problem of any major corporation.
Yeah.
No one wants anything Facebook related. I know people think Instagram is different from Facebook, even though it's the same. But like Instagram's fine.
Yeah.
But when Zuck posted a video of him using the augmented glasses and him playing with this device, it actually looked really freaking cool.
Yeah, but it's Zuck.
But it's Zuck. It's Facebook, and people just shit on it.
Yeah.
Because no one wants anything that's Facebook branded, and I'm really curious because this is a business that shits cash, unlike almost all the tech companies we shit on. it's a fucking incredible business.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just so hard for them to introduce new products because they have such a brand problem. And they're a consumer-facing product.
This
that
is
has
where
a
Mark
brand problem.
Zuckerberg is in the way, because he has such an ego attached to the brand Facebook. His technology creations are phenomenal, and he's the most amazing digital product person. He's so obsessed with that brand. Instagram should it should be the Instagram portal in your house, not the Facebook portal. It should be the Instagram glasses. Then everything would work. The problem is
the WhatsApp X.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just don't make everything.
Like I like WhatsApp and Instagram. I hate Facebook.
Yeah. I hate Facebook.
Yeah.
But imagine if it's true that he's requesting the Instagram be Instagram by Facebook. Imagine if he's that egotistic.
That's what all the internal reporting is suggesting.
He's out of his mind. I do think that he's just out of his mind. I think he's a freaking savage. And I think that even though Bezos is obviously a savage, I think he deals with it better.
Yeah.
Like, I think he just knows that what he's doing is so sensitive and he navigates it a little bit better. Zuck's just got zucked and everything came out at once, all this stuff, and now they just seem like the most shady people in the world.
It's time to drop the Facebook. The whole thing.
Drop the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Whole thing's got to go.
So there needs to be a sequel.
Yeah.
Drop the Facebook.
Yeah.
And Justin Timberlake comes back.
No, there has to be a new actor. Who's a new
Ashton
age?
Kutcher.
Justin Bieber.
Bieber, yes. Bieber. That's right. That's
Drop
good.
the Facebook.
Yeah.
He's at the Instagram offices.
Yeah, he's at the English. Drop the Facebook.
So can I just ask you guys real quick, like, is there any reason why Amazon and Facebook are perfectly aligned that they're both trying to get glasses sold? Like, is glasses...
It's not just glasses. It's just getting inside your home. That's really what they're trying to do.
It just seemed weird to me that they don't usually align on products, and they both had this similar...
Because it's just like, it's the natural next step, right? They're on your body. They need to go to your home. Like,
you got to get implanted, man. Who's going to have the first implant? You know what I mean? Facebook microchip.
I mean, if there was an IG microchip, every influencer would get that right now. If you got a guaranteed blue check, if you got a
everyone.
Everybody. If they said it's $500 and a guaranteed blue check.
If there was a rumor that it boosted your algorithm, people would do it.
I would get it.
You know what I'm saying?
And the Bieber Timberlake thing, there's a long-standing rumor that early on in Instagram, when Bieber went on Instagram, they tried to get equity, and Instagram said, we're good. But Bieber kept posting. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard that.
They should have given it to him.
No, they don't need it. What are you talking
Scooter
about?
would have tried. Yeah, they don't need it. Scooter probably
That's
tried.
true network effect. It's the most unique platform we've ever seen, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah.
But do you not think that network effect works in reverse?
Yeah, in Facebook's case, it's working in reverse.
No, I think it works in a short period, meaning like you could hack the network effect with celebs. So like Snapchat could have paid all these people and TikTok, and
but what I mean is when it's so negative and when the backlash is so bad, I just feel like when it becomes accepted that this company is messed up and no one uses it, and it's like, ew, you're on Facebook, like the network effect almost works.
Yeah, in that sense, of course, 100%. Okay. But we're just not there yet with Instagram.
Close. It's all grandmas on Facebook. Okay. Next up, did you see Apple in my opinion, smartest move in streaming that I've seen yet, are planning to bring, it looks like they're going to bring full-length feature films to theaters, but then just release them on streaming, like probably it looks like relatively shortly after.
Yeah, I think a few weeks after is their game plan. They have a bunch
to me
of...
is the solution.
Yeah, I think it's a good solution. I mean, I think you're a sucker if you go watch an Apple movie in a theater knowing that it's coming to streaming services for $5.
You just got to affect price. Price is the issue. Meaning, like, why would you go pay $40 to go
$40 to go see it?
No, but you're
3 weeks
discounting the experience of just going to the movies, which I know you don't care for, but I care for.
It's a shit experience.
Would you pay that much if
knowing
you knew?
it's coming in 3 weeks?
You just have to cheapen the movie ticket prices.
No, me personally, like Amanda and I like going to the movie theaters.
Where do you get popcorn?
Do you go to
and shit?
iPick?
No, we go to the Grove.
How much is that? 42. But
No, it's like $16 a ticket.
Okay, 32. Do you pay? Are you Ubering?
$5.90 Uber.
Each way. Each way.
You don't eat anything?
No, we go.
That's 40.
Oh,
it's
God,
like $44. You're at $80. You spend $80 to go to a movie.
What's the subscription? $4.99?
Yeah, but we're making a night of it. It's not about the content. It's
You
about
can make a night of it at home.
You can make a night. Save
Wouldn't
that
you
money,
rather
make
have
a
an
night.
$80 bottle of wine at home in the comfort of your own home?
I would have an $80 bottle of wine before I go to the movies.
Then rack up the cost.
Yeah.
Now it's $300 for your movie night. Oh man! But either way,
It's not
if,
cheap.
if they can deal with that issue, I think this is genius.
It should be like if you have Apple TV, you get to go to see the movie for free.
But hold on, is this
Or for
all-
an additional $5?
Because Netflix is doing something similar about releasing movies. Is this everyone succumbing to directors saying we don't want to do movies that won't be?
Well, Steven Spielberg, he's Apple
yeah.
guy.
I think there's an argument that this is killing the movie experience, and I think they're obviously listening to it.
Yeah.
I think it at least seems like Apple has sort of valued the artist's opinion.
Or it's like the movie theater lobby is just really powerful.
Yeah, or they just
forcing
want
all
more
these
awards.
people, forcing me and Amanda to go to the movie theater.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see. I mean, I don't know. Has any Oscar-winning movie ever been a Netflix movie or a streaming movie, or no?
I don't think so. But they're
Not like
cleaning
the
up
Best
at the
Picture
Emmys.
stuff.
Fleabag,
They're Fleabagging it up. What's Fleabag on?
Amazon Prime.
Yeah. I feel like those things clean house
Yeah.
at the TV
And people are
awards.
watching it on their phone. They're not even watching it on TV.
Yeah, this could change that. Imagine Apple just like cleaning house at the Oscars with their movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I actually saw a commercial for the Apple show, the
Good Morning? Yeah.
Yeah.
on like network television. Why would a network television
they're
allow you
idiots.
to advertise?
Because they need the money.
Because they're idiots. They need the money. Okay. Next up. Let's talk about Greta Thunberg.
Yeah.
Greta Thunberg is making waves. So
Yes.
Greta Thunberg, I'm not too educated on it. I should be, but she's this young woman that is just going to war for climate change.
Yeah.
And I'm all about climate change.
Are you?
Activism.
Okay. I was like,
And also changing it. Well, I mean, I drive a not electric car, so I guess I'm all about it. But she's getting like mixed reviews. It seems like seems like she's a bit of a open target because of the way she's going about it, but also people are really praising her. So the newest person to sort of call her out in a negative way is Arnaud, if I'm saying that right,
Yeah.
who is the LVMH chairman.
Yes.
It seems like he's just giving her a little bit of a, hey, calm down.
Yeah.
Now, is this because he's right or because he runs massive fashion companies and fashion is responsible for a lot of...
So I'll give you the full story. So this is what Greta said at the UN last week. We are at the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of endless economic growth. And then she says it like very angry, passionate, like almost crying. And Bernard says she's a dynamic young girl, but she's surrendering completely to catastrophism. I find that her views are demoralizing for young people. So his point is, yes, there is a climate issue. But when you make it so that it's so binary that if you don't do this, the world ends, then I think he has a point there. It does become a very tough thing for young people to swallow. It's funny, I was talking to my business partner, Andres, and he was with a friend the other day at dinner, and he was asking, oh, you guys having kids or whatever? He's like, I don't know if I want to bring kids into this world.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like a lot of people are saying that lately.
So when people think like that, I mean, when you hear things like, climate change, mass extinction, racism, all these like scary things, you start thinking, oh my God, this is the worst place. Why would you want to bring someone into this earth?
But I would also argue that it takes that to make any like impact.
Exactly. Sure, I agree. I think there are people that are woke to the idea that there needs to be change in the way we operate our daily lives.
I mean, this is the most we've talked about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So whether we're talking about her being a little over the top or not, we're saying the words.
Yeah.
And
I'm not discounting what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's obviously had a huge impact. I think it's just, I'm curious to see, there's been a lot of progress without what she was saying too.
Yeah.
It's great that a young woman did it and she's getting the shine for it. But there's a lot of things, and it just, unfortunately, these things just take time. And it's great that young people are getting activated and getting involved. Same thing with the gun lobbyist and climate change. But like there are powers that be that must be toppled before anything can change.
You topple them by screaming.
But I think what Drama's point is that, you have this 16-year-old girl that actually made it go viral.
Yeah.
Everyone's now talking about climate change again and all these different things.
We talk about it every week.
No, I know, but this seemed like it had more impact than most things. And, I mean, she's 16.
Yeah.
It's like cool that she did it, and I have no issues with it. And
yeah, I don't have any issues. It's great. I think it's great that she did it. I think the counter to what some of the adults in the room are saying, it's like, great, we agree with you that there's a problem, but don't do it to the point where like...
Yeah, I guess my point to the adults is like, no, stop criticizing the 16-year-old kid. Why don't you actually deal with the issues at hand?
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think it's really easy to be like, hey, pipe down.
There's no reason she should be a victim of anything. She gave a passionate speech. She's 16. It's similar to what Emma Gonzalez did with gun control.
Yeah.
Like, no issues whatsoever. And like, people criticizing her are missing the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I just don't know why Bernard would like, why are you saying something? Like, why are you saying something? Just shut up, dude.
He's just a very powerful
Fly around in your jet, sell all your crazy clothes, and just shut the fuck up.
He can't. He's too powerful.
Jesus Christ, dude. Like, don't stop it.
Because I'm sure there are things his company is doing that says, yes, we are making progress, right?
But it's fine, but she's the wrong fight.
Yeah, but shut up. You're contributing to so much. Just shut up, dude. Just shut up.
I agree. But so the one comment he did make is that though there's been so much, so here's the counter to what she was saying. Though there's been a lot of damage to the climate over the last, 30 years, there's been an enormous amount of people that have gotten out of poverty. So one of the points that a lot of very wealthy people are saying is, okay, if we are going to choose the climate over everything else, then we're going to have to make sacrifices. There's already an income inequality issue. Now, the manufacturing revolution in Asia and Africa and Brazil led to a lot of the climate issues that we have today. So China would not be what it is today if they were following every climate change kind of...
So I guess my point is she won. She got one of the richest people in the world getting pissed at her.
Yeah, and I'm just saying...
And like you look like in a losing fight if you're going after the 16-year-old girl.
Yeah,
I know, but like
you're a billionaire. You're like one of the richest guys ever.
I know, but my problem is that with climate change and gun control and all these things, you just have to, like, for young people too, I'm all for it. I'm against fucking everything too. But like, you have to understand the other side to actually make a real impact.
I agree.
You can't just say, no, everyone has to be...
No, but she's 16. She made a passionate argument about climate change, and it was impactful.
Yeah.
And sure, there's nuances to all of this stuff. No one's disagreeing with any of that.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's getting the attention of a guy who's worth over $100 billion, good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great for her.
I just think for him,
it's great for
if I was his
climate change.
PR team, I would just be like, hey, maybe not on this one.
Yeah,
maybe let the little
I actually
16-year-old girl go.
Because I don't think kids understand the nuances of climate change. They just understand that we're destroying the earth.
Yeah, but I actually, and I don't think it matters because I think it takes that naivete to actually make change.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the same way like, oh, why would anyone go into a car of a stranger, someone stranger that's driving, a stranger that's driving them? That's Uber. Like, that sounds so stupid. I would never walk into a stranger's car. No, it's revolutionized transportation.
Yeah, and it's probably going to go out of business.
No, that concept will never go out of business.
Well,
whatever the vehicle that delivers it to us is going to exist.
If there's no driver.
You might need illegal immigrants that are underpaid to drive you around, though.
Yeah. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, I just don't think. I mean, just the guy with $100 billion is not the guy to be fighting the 16-year-old. What happened to Emma Gonzalez? She's still out here fighting the good fight?
Yeah, I'm on the newsletter. I get the emails.
Okay.
They're just not getting any results. That's the real challenge.
I know. That's kind of what I was. Seems like we lost a little steam.
I mean, it's unfortunate what's going to happen to Greta in 5 years.
They got to all team up. You're telling me these guys have like a little kid Illuminati.
No, the problem is the kids need to go become friends with the billionaires.
Yeah.
Bill,
but they
like
all gotta
Greta
team
should go
up.
hang out with Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Bill Gates can actually make an impact.
True. Okay. Speaking of making an impact, it's time to make an impact on our bank account. Let's run some ads.
For climate change.
Hopefully it's not like diesel engines.
Shell gas station.
Let's tell you about Shell gas stations and coal.
I have no guilt over that, by the way.
What?
But what?
Like if we made money off Shell gas station.
Well, not right now, but I think if you could pick and choose from multi-million-dollar offers, you should pick the.
Okay, if I was given those options.
Yeah.
If Shell was the only game
right
in town,
now, I mean, look, we're
I'm fucking driving
We're just
diesel,
happy to
bro.
have ads in English right now. So whatever it says. All right, run them. Okay, we're back. Time for our one bit of politics and world news. So we're not going to bore you with Trump impeachment. It's whatever.
Fuck 'em.
It's a shit show.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em. and whatever. I'm sure we'll get a lot more news about that this week.
Fuck
this
'em.
week, fuck them. And Mom and Dad, I apologize.
That was not our words.
That's not our words. We are quoting the news.
The great.
The great Roberto De Niro.
Yeah. What kind of accent was that?
That was
I don't think he's Roberto. I think he's Robert.
Roberto De
I think he's
Niro.
Robert.
Listen, Robert De Niro's on CNN saying fuck.
Yeah.
And man, is it just stirring up the news. I can't decide. So he went on CNN, did an interview, and the guy said, you know, you've used some divisive language about the president. He said, fuck him. Fuck him. And the guy's like, all right, well, listen, you can't really say that. And I don't know. I mean, I was a little torn. Like I was watching it and I'm like, what is my opinion of what this like does or means? I don't think it's good. I think it's good for us to talk about and it's funny to watch. But like Trump and this stuff can't keep getting people obviously like
He's just visibly
rattled.
frustrated.
Yeah.
He's very frustrated.
But that's an
because-
easy target for Trump to tweet about and his base just says like this guy's cursing on
No,
TV.
they love it. The
The
base
good-
loves it because they want the Hollywood elites to overreact.
So that's what I'm saying.
Trump's
Yes.
donors, though, don't like it because they love the Nobu hotels and Nobu restaurants.
I think they're fine
They're
without
still
it.
fine. They're still on the VIP list. You know what I mean? If you really want to say fuck them, go through your VIP
Yeah, I
clientele.
think
Yeah.
these theatrics only hurt
I
any
think they
anti-Trump
do.
movement.
I think so. I don't think it's good. It's
I
fun
think
to
it
talk
only,
about.
I'll be honest, I think it only works if like, let's say impeachment hearings happen, impeachment happens. They put, obviously not going to resign. He's not going to get thrown out of office. They put so much pressure. They got so much dirt on him. Come July, he's like, you know what? I'm out of here.
He's not going to run.
I'm withdrawing from the election. Like,
But there's like no way that'll happen.
I think there's a slight chance.
No, because if you want to play the other side, if he's actually criminally guilty of any of these charges, his best bet is to stay in office.
And you think he takes a loss well?
I don't think it's a loss if he leaves on his own terms.
No, he will go to
won't look at it
jail
like that.
if he leaves on his own terms.
If he gets impeached and leaves, that's a loss in Trumpyville. You got to fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's not giving out without a fight.
If you really think about it, like he's going after this whole Ukraine stuff was about Biden. Biden wasn't even the candidate yet.
Yeah.
It's not even clear that Biden's going to win the Democratic nomination,
Yeah.
and he was still so psychotic about
Yeah.
like, fuck Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go after him.
Yeah.
Biden's not even his actual opponent yet.
Yeah.
I'm just so curious what's going to happen. Like, what's going to happen, let's just say the next 5 years? Meaning, like, what is life after Trump like? Like, do we just get some, like, Bernie Sanders type character in there and everyone's just, like, down with Trump and fucking and $1,000 for everyone?
I mean,
Like, I don't know. I just feel like the other side gets kind of squirrely, too.
So you're making the argument for Trump.
Fine. People
No,
on
I'm
both
just saying, like,
sides.
I wish we could all just calm down and stop saying fuck them on TV and just, like, get back to
Brock
business.
looks pretty good now to everyone, even Republicans and Democrats.
I just want back. I want to go back to not talking about politics for months on end. 'cause
I
there's
mean,
no
that's
news.
that's like 5 years away.
No way. No way. Whatever the reaction to this is going to be crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like 5 years away, and then maybe in 5 years we'll get like Donald J. Trump Jr.
Yeah, Junior and Ivanka are the next two.
No chance.
Right?
That family.
That could be. We could be next
gonna get
16 years of
tortured.
Trump.
That family's getting tortured. The moment this guy's out of office, they are tortured.
Yeah, they're going
No.
to jail.
I could see Ivanka getting some steam.
Well, Junior's the one that everyone's posturing.
Junior's a clown.
Junior's a
But,
clown.
I mean, what's Senior?
But Senior at least is like good at the theatrics. Junior just has
Yeah.
he's just like a
Junior is not a winner like
Senior knows how to
is.
market. He can,
Yeah.
he can
Yeah,
give us
Junior has all the
Junior looks like
stupid
Beavis
shit.
and Butthead.
Yeah, he does.
He's just like a
both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hop into pop culture news.
Yeah.
We got to talk about freaking Kanye West.
This you had called it.
Gosh.
He was your loser.
Yeah,
And-
he's more than ever. And let me say this: I got nervous because he
Yeah.
was my loser. And then that day they announced his album's coming out on Sunday.
Yeah.
because he's gonna do Sunday service and then whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing. So now he's all over New York, Sunday servicing his ass off. He released some stupid movie poster like, oh, now I'm gonna have a movie. I partnered with IMAX. I'm gonna have a movie in theaters like October 23rd.
Yeah.
Jesus is King.
And I was gonna call in Josh, one of the Cathys, who went to the Sunday service in Detroit, and I wanted to do it for sure if the album was out and I could rub it in your face. That was my whole idea.
Thanks.
But since it didn't
F
happen,
you.
it didn't
Yeah,
really work out.
fuck 'em.
But Josh was saying that he thought the Sunday service was incredible, and obviously we have a lot of friends in LA that went.
Yep.
Hollywood elites, and they've all said it feels like a special experience. And then he played the album supposedly at the Fox Theater that night in Detroit, and I'm curious. The album title. I'm not a religious person. Jesus is King.
Yep.
But he's Jesus.
I would assume he's referencing.
Well, that's Omar's logic, right?
Yeah, so
Which
that's
could
what
be true.
So Omar Miller, a good friend, he's a religious person, a Christian, and I know he finds offense to the fact
You
that
said it on the podcast.
No, he said it.
Yeah, Kanye referring to himself as Jesus is blasphemous.
Yeah.
And so, do you think? I mean, obviously, his fan for the most part, I don't think they're swayed.
They don't give a shit.
No, they don't care.
You
I mean,
see
they're-
what they're putting up with?
Yeah.
And people are still like, all right, just let me know.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'll be here. That's why I think Virgil could survive, but whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you're hot enough, people are like, I don't care. Kick me in the face.
Yeah, and so I just what really struck me about Kanye this past couple weeks, and now with that album coming out, he did a visible playbook that if I'm a black person, I'd be like, it's kind of sketch. I go to Watts, I go to Inner City Chicago, I go to Detroit, I go to Queens,
Yeah.
I go to all the black communities, go do Sunday service, show a little love. Didn't write a check, didn't actually do anything for the community.
No, it's a joke.
Yeah, it's a total. He's just like getting one by everyone.
Yeah, and now let's say it's almost 8:00 on Sunday night.
I just checked iTunes.
and
It's
Because
not
that's
out,
when
right?
it's supposed to drop, right?
when
They just said Sunday. At first it was he has
Did
a
Kim
show.
Kardashian post something that?
yeah.
So whatever. It's just whatever. But so apparently Christians are really pissed,
Christians are pissed,
which
yes.
we've seen from Omar, and also I mean I get it. I don't really have. If I'm being honest and not dogpiling, I don't have much of a say. I don't think there's a huge argument for like Christians to be.
I mean,
I don't think he's. I don't know. Jesus. I don't know.
yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, and I think his fans are just kind of,
Stupid.
yeah.
I mean, he has a lot of fans.
Well, Anand just called them all stupid.
Or
so-
maybe he has a lot of Jewish fans
I
who are
think
not
that-
concerned about it. And they're happy it's New Year's, and they're just like, hey, Kanye's dropping an album on our New Year's. It's great.
It's just the power of celebrity. It doesn't even matter. It's just like people
crazy
want.
to me what they put up with. Like this guy is just blatantly disrespectful
Yes.
to his audience,
Yes.
and no one cares. And even after the Trump shit, this guy walked around in a MAGA hat, met with Trump in the Oval Office, has delayed an album 7 times and changed the name. They don't care.
Nothing.
I now know when Trump's comment, I could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue.
Yeah,
Kanye
he's
could
right.
literally do anything.
Jerk off on someone on Fifth Ave.
It's a little far.
Could probably be celebrated. That's actually not far enough. You know what I mean? He could probably put on like a KKK outfit
Yeah.
and run, and it's like, well, I don't know. Is that Yeezy season 7? Or, I guess I'll stand in line. Like it's wild.
It's crazy how everyone just gives him this unlimited pass.
Yeah, it's so weird. I mean, we saw it at our live event. We did a
Yeah.
live event, and our homie, argued with us and said, do you realize what he's done? Do you realize what? And I get it. That's how you feel. I get it.
Yeah,
But
and
I don't relate.
Yeah, I mean, I get it too. I mean, I love his music. I love what he did for the entire culture, but he made a mistake, and he's made many
And
of
he
them.
doesn't pay for any of them.
No.
That's the real issue.
He's the top on the Forbes fake list.
Yeah.
He's probably really on top, too.
Yeah.
Whatever the real number was,
Yeah,
probably higher.
he's definitely on top.
Gosh. Okay. Dee, you have some lessons for us
Yes.
on how to tip.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you could maybe share.
So we've had this discussion probably over a year ago, and it started with tipping at a coffee spot that our friend owns, and it's been a constant topic whenever I run into Kathy's about tipping. In fact, whenever I go to a coffee shop with someone who listens to the pod, I see them looking at me to see if I tip. So I always generously tip just to throw them off. But Bloomberg does this whole thing, a new guide to tipping in the gig economy. And let me tell you, I was floored on what they tell you to tip
Floored?
on.
It's a lot. Oh, really? Well, I was dumbfounded.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be dumbfounded now. So they said 15 to 20% at restaurants. I think
Fine.
we all agree with that.
Standard.
Although when I was in Seattle the other day, it was automatic 20%, which I did not like.
I hate that.
Automatic?
Yeah, now the new suggested is minimum 20.
And then
I've
they
been
give you,
noticing that.
sometimes they give you automatic 20 added already and then a tip line.
Yeah, that's what I get.
case you're a
I was
sucker.
dumbfounded
Yeah.
when it was additional gratuity. I'm like, I haven't left any.
Yeah.
Then I go look at the original receipt, and it was 20% already.
Yeah, that's a joke.
So that's fine. Restaurants, 15 to 20%. They go on to say 15 to 20% is recommended for Uber and Lyft.
That's insane.
I've never left a tip, unless only to the guy that threw up in his car. The two guys.
Yeah, I would hope so.
It might be 6.
Yeah, that's, I mean, come on.
Those two people, I gave 500% tips. But like 15 to 20% on Uber? Because they said
That's
you
'cause they're
would
not
do
getting
that
paid.
in a traditional taxi.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that though.
Yeah, and I think it's just Uber and Lyft figuring out their businesses don't work.
Yeah.
So they're offloading the expenses on the customer.
Yeah.
So that I found like ridiculous to leaving that tip. I never leave a tip on Uber. or
But
Lyft.
I just feel I feel bad that the companies don't pay and then the driver.
Sure. But plain and simple, this is
yeah.
what I think, plain and simple. You should tip when somebody goes above and beyond what they are being paid to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you get picked up by a driver and that driver drives you to your destination and lets you off, what are you tipping?
So let me ask you a
You're
question.
just
then.
paying like a tax.
I agree. I wouldn't do it.
So what do you? What's your feeling on valet? Because I get jammed. So I was at full circle to the next part of what they say you should tip. If you're staying at a hotel, you should pay $5 to $10 a day of tip. I've never in my life tipped at a hotel.
Just like you just leave it on the nightstand for
Yeah.
the cleaning people?
Oh yeah, you're supposed to do that.
Do you do that?
I don't remember, but I know
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
supposed
Right, bro. You stay in hotels 3 times a month.
yeah, you've never tipped anyone. You
You
cheap
don't
fuck.
remember. You say, yeah, that's standard. That's standard.
Yeah. That you knowingly know that you don't tip.
Yeah.
You're just cheap. So that, and then
yeah.
No, tipping is just off. The whole purpose of tipping is because the businesses that exist don't pay their employees enough, and they're making it the burden of the consumers.
Okay, that's
It's-
Uber and Lyft. That's Uber and Lyft. Fine.
No, but it's all
No,
of
but
it.
that is
it's-
everything.
but
If you
I-
think about
so-
it.
so
it's
I stayed-
restaurants
Think
too.
about a waitress that gets
Why-
to keep her tips but makes us shitty.
So I stayed I stayed at the Miramar in Santa Barbara, right, over the weekend, or wherever it is, Montecito. It's a very expensive hotel. Everything is like $40 for anything, right? I get my car at the end, and he like wanted to help our bags and whatever. We had 2 backpacks. It wasn't like nothing. Threw the bag, and he's waiting for me to go. And I'm like, I need a minute. I got to put some stuff away. He's still waiting. He's obviously waiting for me to tip. Gets me my car, give me the keys, and I go sit, and I leave. And I could see that he was visibly disappointed. I didn't get him a tip. I just didn't think he deserved one. He didn't do anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get
But
it, man.
valet is a place where I get jammed up. One, I never carry any cash. I at max have one $2 bill because I ran into
had
$2 bill
no,
Joe or whatever his name is.
I think it's pretty shitty for all those types of positions because I don't think anyone carries cash anymore. So if you were to compare a valet in 2019 versus 2009.
Yeah.
I was tipping big money in
No,
2009.
I think tips have to be down big. No, but even the people
Big.
that want to tip,
Yeah.
they just don't have the cash.
Yeah, big.
So then this etiquette person, this protocol person, says you should leave $5 to $10 a day at a hotel, but nothing at an Airbnb because they charge you for the cleaning. You know how Airbnb
But you
charges
don't
you a
think
cleaning fee.
cleaning is tied into
you don't
your
think the
room
housekeeper is
fee?
being paid
Yes.
by the hotel?
See,
Give
that's
me
why
a
that
break.
shit is
Taylor,
also
did
so
you say some
stupid.
crazy story about the cleaning people in New York City get paid crazy money?
Yeah, it's supposed to make like $45 an hour because it's a union, and it's like that's why hotel prices in New York are so high. 'Cause it's a whole union, and they make $45 an hour.
Yeah,
So then-
union up.
You're a Hilton ambassador. Are you tipping at Hilton?
I can't say anything negative about Hilton. I think my mic's not working right now.
Yeah, I don't. Man, it's a jam up. But that's bullshit. Not tipping at Airbnb because they charge you. They charge you at hotels too. It's stupid. The whole thing's stupid.
So-
tipping has to be. You know what? I'm voting for whoever's gonna revamp tipping.
Look, it gets even crazier. The next thing this person says, if you're at a diner and your meal is cheap, but the staff work hard, don't tip less than $5. So if you have like an $8 meal, you should leave a $5 tip.
But the staff work hard.
They worked hard.
I'm just saying that's the definite. Like
Yes.
your staff worked hard at their jobs.
Yes. And then they said, don't ever not leave a tip at a restaurant, even if you had bad service.
Okay.
Okay.
That article's bullshit.
And then it says, this is the most ridiculous thing. When you travel, as soon as you land, get cash at the airport
Oh,
so that
God.
you have cash for
Fuck
tipping.
off.
This is a job.
article is a
Beca-
joke.
Tipping has become a job.
You know what's a job? Writing stupid articles like that.
Yeah, it sounds like the
Whose
writer
job
of
is
this
that?
article is from the gig economy.
God.
Look at this. For valet parking, tip when you drop your car off and on and again. When you pick it up in the range of $5 to $10 each time.
That's insane.
When you drop it off,
yes.
say, "Hey, thanks for driving this away."
Thanks
I'll
for
have another one
But
for you
you
when
know
I
what the
come
problem with
back.
this article is? Is people in the service industry read it, and then we go to restaurants, we
And
go
they
to this,
feel like
and they're
shit.
like, "This asshole just didn't give me my $5."
No, do you know who the service person should be looking to?
Yeah.
The owner of their business.
Yeah.
Pay them more.
Yeah.
Don't make it our business.
Yeah, but they don't.
But they don't. They make
don't.
it
They give
that-
you those fucking eyes. You
yeah,
know, those,
especially
like,
when you go to these really nice hotels. It's the same thing. Like when I left the Montage in Cabo, which by the way was the most expensive hotel I've ever stayed at.
Yep.
Just astronomical.
It added up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I don't even know what I was buying.
I looked at my F&B bill at the end. I was like, "What?" I was the only one drinking.
Yeah, it was like
my
slept
wife
in
had
bed,
one drink the whole
$200.
time.
Yeah.
it was like $5,000. And then so I looked at my bill. I signed it. I'm like, man. And then the poor sap who put in my luggage. I didn't give him a tip because I was like, you
You're
guys just
furious.
fleeced me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, look to the owners. Don't look to the customers.
All right, I'm skipping to the
that's my
final
advice.
article.
Okay.
All right. We're sailing off into the sunset with Bieber and Haley Bieber. I guess. They boarded a jet. They're headed off for their wedding. I'm confused. I thought they were already married.
They are married, but they didn't have the party. You gotta have the big party.
So one was like the private. They just went to the courthouse.
Yeah.
And they didn't actually do a ceremony.
Correct.
So now they're doing a ceremony. Where are they going? Turks and Caicos,
South Carolina.
South
It
Carolina.
looks like Charleston, South Carolina. It is Montage Palmetto Bluff. And they're telling people, I guess, I don't know if they have the whole hotel or they rented out a portion of it, but there's all this uproar because they're sending notes to people staying during the hotel at the time. You can't use the spa, you can't use the pool, you can't use the restaurant because obviously they're probably paying for everything to
but they're expecting them to tip.
I'm sure Bieber's gonna leave a big ass tip.
No, but can you imagine? Like montages aren't cheap.
No.
You stay there and you can't use any of the shit.
Yeah.
Because these stupid little Biebers that are already married are coming to have a second Hollywood ass wedding. It's messed up, man.
It looks like Drake's there.
At the wedding?
They said Drake.
This is gonna be a star-studded wedding.
I mean, I don't know if it's true. I'm just searching Twitter right now. It looks like.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a weekday wedding, because the plane left today,
Yeah.
Sunday. So
I mean,
the wedding.
none of their attendees. What is Monday different than Friday or Saturday?
No,
or
but I'm just
Thursday?
saying.
No, yeah. They probably think, yeah.
I mean, Bieber's pretty religious, right? Jesus is king.
Yeah, what's that matter?
I don't know what day do religious people get married. I know, like, Jewish people can't do
No, Jewish people.
Saturday sundown. They can get married.
There's a
It's
bunch
like,
of everyone in this office is going to hell. Everyone's just looking at each other like, what do religious people do? I don't know.
but we'll see. I think it's going to be interesting to see. We had a lot of bets on how long this whole relationship, how everything was going to happen.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I was actually expecting her to be pregnant with a child already.
Same.
Maybe that's why they're getting the Met.
I thought child divorce. I mean, the fact that they're childless and still together is like
Maybe it's real.
that beat all the odds that I was banking on.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But I'm excited to see like the iPhone video from this wedding because it's going to be hot.
Yeah, you'll get.
You think it's like right now?
Sunday night?
Yeah.
No, he just landed. He's got to go to the spa, relax.
Yeah, it's empty.
Yeah.
It's literally just him. It's probably like Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it's the middle of the week. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Saturday and he's just chilling for the week.
We'll see. The gram will tell us all.
Yes. And I have one breaking news.
Okay, go ahead, man. Screw my time.
Sorry about your time limit. Forever 21 officially is filing tonight for bankruptcy.
Is that inside or that's out?
That's out. New York Times is reporting it. So we'll get all the
Good
details.
riddance.
Bye.
Gosh.
I
sick
guess
of
you're
those
not
guys.
forever
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, time's up, 21. Gosh, good for them. Good for us. Good for everyone.
Yeah.
Screw Forever 21.
For the amount of times they've trademarked a fringe on Young and Reckless,
Yeah.
I hope they filed Chapter 7 and
And
liquidate.
everyone else. Not even, this isn't even just about me. Everybody else. Their whole
This one's
business.
about me. I don't give a shit about everyone else.
I do. These are bad people that deserve to go down. In my opinion. Okay. Guys, we'll see you on Wednesday with some more hot news.
Let's do it.
Have a good week.